Hey, I'm Shadow Duke.
And I'm Manderlin.
And we're going to be going over the basics of the summer beach event and some tips to keep in mind while doing this event. The beach party is a recurring event that happens every summer in the Lumbridge Crater. This summer, it's going to last from July 12th until August 8th.
So let's start with getting into some of the basics of the event. Doing any of the activities on the beach will give you a chance of getting different items. One of those items are a variety of different cocktails. Consuming each of those cocktails each gives a 2% XP boost for a specific skill type for 30 minutes. You can actually keep drinking these until it stacks up to 10%. And the great thing about these cocktails is that they don't just work for the beach activities. You can drink them and use them for anything else during the event. There's 4 different types of the beach cocktails. There's the lemon sour that gives the boost for support skills, the pink fizz that gives the boost for combat skills, pineapple teeny for gathering skills, and the purple lumbridge for artisan skills. You'll be getting a good amount of these as you do the activities on the beach, so keep those boosts going when you're doing the activities. Or you could just stock up on them and use them for other skilling activities outside of the beach during this event. So you need to drink 5 of these cocktails to get that maximum 10% XP boost. But something really nice about these is that even if the boost runs out, you just need to drink 1 cocktail and you'll get the full 10% boost again.
You can also get advanced cocktail kits from the current treasure hunter. This will allow you to create special cocktails that boost activity XP even further. These drinks will also make the activity more AFK and will cause the activity to not count towards your temperature gauge for your daily cap. We'll go into more detail about the temperature gauge in a little bit. Just note that the advanced cocktail kit is not bankable, so you do need to create it into a drink and then you could bank the drink. Another item you can get during this event is the anti-sun potion. This will give you a plus 5% XP boost during anything that's done on the beach. Be aware that it doesn't actually have to be a beach activity. If there are portables placed near the bank on the beach, then you can use those and get herblore experience or whatever else you want to train. This potion is very easy to get and it lasts 24 hours, so there's no reason why you shouldn't have this active during the event.
While you're on the beach, you'll notice a big thermometer on the screen. This is going to be your temperature gauge and it's going to affect how much you can do an activity on the beach. Each activity done on the beach is going to give you a certain amount of temperature while you're doing it. Once it reaches the top, you'll be overheated and you won't be able to do any activity anymore. Once the daily reset hits, the thermometer will go down and you can resume doing any activity you want again. But if your thermometer reaches the top and you want to keep going, you can use ice cream that you'll get throughout the event to reset the gauge early. You can only eat a maximum of 3 ice cream a day, but you'll get a good amount of these throughout the event, so there's no reason why you shouldn't be eating it every day to do the activity that you want. Aside from those items, you can also get a variety of different cosmetic tokens that'll be different each year. So now let's get into the different events that you can do on the beach.
The first one we're going to cover is the Spotlight. Every 15 minutes a new activity will be chosen and grants a 10% XP boost in that specific activity. So if you look near the temperature gauge, it'll show a box that displays which activity is currently in the spotlight. If it says Dungeoneering hole, then you go to the Dungeoneering hole and you'll get 10% extra experience while doing that activity. The spotlight is based on your world, so if your world doesn't have the activity in the spotlight that you want, then just hop worlds until you find it. You pretty much always want to be doing your activities on the spotlight, so make sure you find a world that has the spotlight on the activity that you want so you maximize your experience for the event. Up next we have the Happy Hour, which makes every event a spotlight for that hour. This also allows players to participate in activities without the temperature gauge increasing. So if your temperature gauge is full, you can go back during Happy Hour to continue your training. This also increases the chance of receiving items from activities by roughly about 10 to 20%. On screen, we're going to show the times that they're active since they always activate at the same time.
And then we have the Heat Wave, which happens every weekend starting at 12 o'clock game time on Friday and going until 12 o'clock on Monday. During this time, you're free to do as many activities as you want for as long as you want. So even if your temperature meter is full, you can still do any of the events here. You can eat ice cream to reset your temperature gauge, but there's no point in doing that, so just hold off on your ice cream. And then finally we have Claudia, which is a boss that spawns in the middle of the beach, and she can be killed every 45th minute of every hour. So for example, she'll spawn at 1:45 and then 2:45 and so on. She'll stay spawns for 5 minutes before retreating if you can't manage to kill her. She does have 10 million health, so you want to do this in a populated world since you can't solo this boss. For killing her, you'll get any of the items that we mentioned earlier, like the cocktails or the cosmetics. If you don't kill her before she retreats, you can still get loot, but you won't get kill count for it, and you'll need to get the kill count to work towards the title Lifeguard. You'll need 50 kills in order to get that title. While fighting her, it's good to stay out of melee distance in order to avoid taking damage. Other than that, just attack her in a crowded world and you'll kill her pretty fast. It's also worth noting that you won't get any combat XP when killing her, so if you're a skiller, you don't have to worry about that.
Next up, we're going to go over all the activities that you could do during this event. Just be aware, all XP rates do not include any bonuses from cocktails or spotlight events, and depending on your current level for the skill, you're going to get different XP rates. We're just going to go off of 99 to show the potential XP rates that you can get. The first one we're going to cover is the barbecue. This is located in the northeast part of the beach, and this will provide you with cooking experience. All you have to do is work at the grills or the chopping boards. You could do either one, they both give the same amount of experience, and it'll take you about 16 minutes to fill your gauge. If you do this 4 times for the whole hour, it'll give you about 250,000 experience per hour at level 99 cooking.
And next to that, you have the rock pools, which is good to get fishing XP. Here you just go to the different fishing spots and catch tropical trout. Catching 94 fish will fully fill the gauge, which takes about 14 minutes, but this can vary. You can then deposit the fish that you caught at the table by the barbecues for a quarter of the XP that you would get from fishing. Fishing will increase the temperature gauge, but depositing the fish does not increase it, so you might as well deposit it as you catch them to get more XP since you can only get a limited amount of fish. For fishing and depositing, you'll get about 120,000 XP an hour at 99 fishing. You can even use things like fishing urns to get more XP.
The bodybuilding station to the south is where you can get strength experience. You gain experience for doing actions, but get quadruple XP if you match the bodybuilder's actions. Doing the correct actions will make the temperature go up faster than usual, but you'll end up getting the same amount of experience by the time the gauge is full. If always following the correct action, it'll take up to 16 minutes to get one gauge full. If you just click one action and don't change it, it'll take about 34 minutes if you're AFKing. So actively clicking will give you about 118,000 experience per hour at 99 strength, and AFKing will give you about 59,000 experience per hour.
In the northwestern area, you have Sandcastle Building, which will get you construction XP. You'll gain XP for shoveling at one of the 4 locations here. Similar to the bodybuilding, you'll get more XP if you're building at the spot that the guest near the foreman wants. If you're building anywhere else, you'll get half of the amount of XP. You'll stop building after about a minute, so just keep clicking when you stop. If you're always building at the right castle, it'll take you about 16 minutes to fully fill the gauge. If you're just staying at one castle spot and not changing, it'll take you about 21 minutes. So at 99 construction, you'll get about 81,000 XP an hour if you're always building at the correct castle. And you'll get about 55,000 XP an hour if you're just AFKing at one spot.
The Hook a Duck event will provide you with hunter experience. There's 3 different rods that you can use: lightweight, fast action, and magnetic, which have different effects. The temperature only rises when you successfully catch a fish. Since this is a game of chance, we can only estimate the rates, and we're going to go once again based off 99 Hunter. The best rod that you can use is going to be magnetic. It'll take you about 20 minutes to fill a bar at 176k experience an hour. If you need to be more AFK, the fast action or the lightweight rod will be better to use. If you're looking to be more active, magnetic is the way to go.
Right next to the Hook a Duck stand, you have the Coconut Shy stand, which will get you range experience. There are 3 different items that you can throw with their own rates. And like with the ducks, the temperature will only rise for a successful hit. Once again, this is a game of chance, so the XP rates are only estimated, but the best ones to throw are Chinchompas because it'll take you 20 minutes to fill, and at 99 range, you'll get about 127,000 XP an hour. If you want to be more AFK though, you can do the balls or the cabbages.
Palm tree farming will give you farming experience. All you have to do is pick the coconuts from the trees around the area, then you can either drop them or deposit them near the Coconut Shy stand. If you deposit them at the stand, it'll only give you a quarter XP of the coconuts. It'll take you about 17 to 20 minutes to fully fill up your gauge, depending on whether you're picking them up and dropping them off, or just dropping them on the floor. Depositing the coconuts does not increase the gauge, so you might as well deposit them as you'll get more XP that way. If it's happy hour, you're better off just dropping them on the floor, so that way you get more XP per hour. For picking and depositing coconuts, you get about 60,000 experience per hour at 99 farming.
And finally, towards the north, you have the Dungeoneering hole, which naturally gives you Dungeoneering XP. All you have to do for this is just click on the hole to jump in it for some passive experience. Eventually, after 25 XP drops, you'll get booted out of the hole. It'll take about 16 minutes to fully fill the temperature gauge. And at 99 Dungeoneering, you'll get about 200,000 XP an hour.
With all the events done, there's now a couple other things that you can do in this area. In the northeast corner, you'll see Rhea. If you right click her and you click on Request a Sandy Clue Scroll, she'll give you one. When you complete this, you'll get 2 caskets from that clue instead of the normal one that you'd get from a normal clue scroll. The rewards in this casket do include some normal treasure trail rewards as well as some unique beach items like water balloons. We're going to put a link in the description to all the solutions to this clue scroll since it's different from the normal ones. You can also right click Reyna and click Check Title. She'll give you a task to do and then just do it and you'll unlock a title.
And by the barbecues, you'll find Sheldon, which has a bunch of different stuff in a store you can look at. He sells items from previous years of the beach event and it'll cost Ottomans to get them. You can get things ranging from other cosmetics to titles and pets. And to the southwest, you have portals to different dailies and mini-games. The portals will only be active if the specific daily they're connected to is currently active. So for example, the Guthix Cache portal will only be active on the start of the hour since that's when Guthix Cache is open. There's also a portal that will bring you to Anachronia and a portal that will bring you to the different archaeology dig sites.
So this is going to be all the basics for the event. If you're watching this in the future, first off, are we living in space yet? And second, keep in mind that some of the events might change. If that's the case, we'll go ahead and make a little update on which events were added and which were removed.
So thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more.
We'd also like to give a special thanks to all of our patrons for your support.
And we'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.